What's going on, football fans? It's your boy Lolo. I am back on the stoop. I made it to the stoop in time. Mark was afraid he was going to have to do the show all on his own.
I'm never afraid of anything except for Portugal's performance. That was pretty scary. Didn't like it. Didn't like that performance.
Like in a good way or a bad way?
In a bad way.
What do you mean?
Didn't like it.
You're scared under your covers at night?
I'm
dreaming
shivering.
about Portugal because they were good or because they were bad?
No, because I was afraid they were going to be eliminated because I have them winning it outright.
Ooh, winning it outright.
I
don't
tough
know.
right now. That's not going to happen.
I don't know. What's going on, Stoop Crew? Ben Ireland, I see you in there. I see you getting your Germany rant out, getting it out early. Ben Ireland had just a little bit to say. He said, Germany are shit. Even if they end up through, they are shit. How can you call England shit, Cantac? I don't fear Germany. They're devoid of ideas, flat, slow, and
shit
at the back. So well done there. Very
eloquent.
Certainly showed the diversity of the word there, Ben.
Yeah. If anything, Germany's just inconsistent. They haven't strung together some quality play.
Germany is in trouble, man. I tell you what.
Don't say they're in trouble. I don't.
No, you know what's been working is saying that they're going to win it, and they keep playing like shit. So
fair enough.
Yeah, Germany are going to win it because as soon as we said that they're not and they're terrible, they beat the crap out of Portugal. So I don't know what to do, guys. It's over. We've done the group stages. The group stages are done.
We did it.
We are now in the knockout round.
We did it.
We now know.
We did it.
We know who's moving on, and we can tell you guys. We'll let you guys know. You guys, I mean, I'm sure you guys could probably look it up, but but you didn't, right? You waited to hear from me and Mark, and just like Ben was saying, little bonus, he wasn't even expecting me to be here. You know why he wasn't expecting me? Because he watches every goddamn show, and he knows that I said I may not make it today. So, but I did. I made it. How did your mic end up on the outside of your shirt?
I'm sorry, folks.
All this time we sat here and you were messing with your shirt.
I didn't want you to see my training
I make
bra.
one chest hair joke.
And that's all I have is one chest hair.
And then your mic ends up outside of your, I don't know. Anyway, guys, what an exciting day. Why am I Canadian all of a sudden or something? What an exciting final day of the group stage. Now, Group F, woo boy. Group of death, group of fun, group of whatever you want to call it. They really, they brought it.
Yeah.
And you know who brought it most? Them damn Hungarians, man. They was hungry. I told y'all they're going to be hungry. Germany, man. I was in the car coming back from Jersey, switching back from both matches like this. Think, think, think. And then I see, oh, no, Germany leveled. Oh, no. And moments later, Hungary scores. It was fantastic.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that was crazy. No sooner had the Germans I was watching the match with, they hadn't even finished celebrating.
Because it takes like 24 ounces for them to celebrate.
Right. You know, they got to go through a song and a little dance and...
And all you Stoop crew who are England fans, trust me, I was right there with you going, fuck you, Cantac, fuck you, Cantac, fuck you. This, where is he? I'm sure I sniff him around here. But saying how, oh, look, England, how are England going to deal with France's midfield, with Germany's midfield? How are they going to deal with that? How are they going to deal with it? I'm sorry. Hungary just dealt with that.
And I guess, you put enough men in the back. I mean, you're not going to give up too many, although they did give up.
You talk about Hungary?
Yes. They had a lot of men in the back.
A lot of men in the back, but enough to score 2 goals.
Well, those goals were massive breakaways. Massive breakaways.
And so that shows you what can happen with... Now, do you think whose front line is better, Germany or England? I mean, Hungary or England?
Whose front line?
Who's any fucking line? That's what I'm saying.
Look,
if Hungary
has scored more goals in one game than England has all tournament, and I know that doesn't mean much, but I can't say one is better than the other. who would I rather have? I would probably rather have England squad.
Yeah, definitely. Then Hungary? Or then Germany?
Then Germany or Hungary? Or
No.
England or Germany?
No, I'm asking you who you were talking about. You said I'd rather have England squad
Right.
than
Hungary.
Of course. That's like saying, do you prefer cheeseburgers?
Or do you like your burger with cheese?
No, more like, do you prefer cheeseburgers or a plate of rocks? Like one is food and one isn't. Not saying that Hungary aren't a football team. Hungary clearly are a football team, and they're very, very good. Just saying.
And they came
England
just
is
so
like
close to qualifying.
England is
So
like
close to
out of
qualifying.
control with the amount of stars that they have. And look, Germany, believe it or not, but they are in a rebuilding point in who they are. They've lost a lot of these superstars who have been stalwarts for the German national team, and now there's some younger players. Look who has been one of their best players so far is Lil Kai Havertz. Maybe not best players, but he's been on the score sheet. Yo, you want to talk about Germany? Because we're already talking about Germany.
Mark is not
Get
hammering.
over here. Get over
Mark
here.
is not hammering.
Don't climb over. This will fall apart.
Yeah, it'll
Get in here. So we're on the stoop here, and we got y'all's favorite German showing up here. I don't know if he's your favorite German, but he's one of them. Come, get in close, guys.
He's the favorite German.
Prost! We're going to Wembley.
That's not what you said. You said we're going to Wembley.
We're going to Wembley, as they say. Somewhere, I assume. I don't know. It's probably not Germany or England, but that's what they're saying. Excuse my voice. I've been screaming.
How come both of you guys come on here and I turn jaundiced? Like, that's just my kidneys knowing my
I have no
forehead.
idea. You turn yellow, I turn purple, he turns yellow.
My forehead refracts all right. Yes, we both are, Sean.
But Cantac, let me ask you, who has been, am I wrong about that? You guys are technically like in a rebuilding phase, right? You've lost a lot of your, I mean, you've got no Klose, no Ozil, Lom, everybody.
I think that's why they brought Hummels and Mueller
exactly,
back for sure.
Definitely,
like the qualification, all the friendlies we've played in the last year have been disappointing to say the least. It's not coming home. Oh, I saw that real quick, Director John. It is not coming home. We're taking it in our luggage.
It's coming home.
To
now, can you guys explain this to me? Maybe I don't understand football, but why do they keep saying it's coming home? Like, it's not the home of the trophy.
No, England is.
But it's like implying that it has been away, but it's coming back home now.
It's been away since '66 is the implication, is the idea there.
They've never won it, though.
'66, they won the World Cup.
World Cup.
Yeah.
This is a different
But they haven't
trophy.
won a major tournament, right? So all that shit is about major tournaments now at this point. No one's going to say the League of Nations.
Oh, no, Ben doesn't like you anymore. Ben is no longer your friend.
I'm okay with that. I'll play the villain. We'll play the heel. That's fine.
Yeah, this was his first quote that he put there. Can we put Cantac in the middle for the newsboy sandwich? Shut up, Chris.
Oh,
what are you doing texting?
I like Chris.
I see what you did there.
Although I'm the meat of that sandwich, so I don't know how much I like it. Ben Ireland, I get it. We were still better.
Look at that. I love Cantac.
There you
comes
go.
back. You suck me right back
There
in.
you go. You see? It's all nothing but a bunch of love here on the stoop.
You can ask Mark. I was a fucking wreck.
It was an emotional
that whole
roller coaster
it was
for this
quiet
guy.
on the WhatsApp.
And we got the neighborhood bar to open 2 hours early so that we could watch the matches simultaneously, which is the first time I've been able to do this during the tournament.
Because he doesn't know how tabs work.
I got one eye on Portugal. I got one eye on Germany. And to my right, I've got two of the biggest Germans I know, because I know a lot of Germans.
He only knows two.
I know a lot of tiny Germans.
And I swear to God, by the time they score the second goal to tie it up, fists go up in the air, and I'm like doing the fucking taekwondo.
Oh, God. So many
The
apologies
Matrix.
for my behavior were issued after the second
But I
goal.
tell you, man, for Mr. Cantek here, there was a point where
Also,
Germany was in first place, but then Germany was in last place, and then Germany was in second, and Germany was in last.
Dude.
And
Germany
it
in
just
first place
went
literally lasted the time
all
of
of
the
11
kickoff.
minutes.
But guys,
Oh, the kickoff, like the they
11
did.
minutes.
11 minutes.
Yeah, they were
You know,
drawing
it was
at
just
that
like
point.
Right.
this, and then meanwhile I'm like watching Portugal game, and I'm like, oh, it's just going to be penalties all day.
Hashtag Vindicated.
I get that. So, guys, let me ask you: was this not one of the most fun final days of the group? Because even the early games, even the group Group E, even with Spain, like Spain and Poland were 3rd and 4th in the group.
Mm-hmm.
Spain ends up. Oh, they don't win the group. They were gonna win.
At one point, they were
gonna win the group, and then Sweden got the goal.
Extra time
5 goal differential.
Yep.
Second
place.
Mhm.
Where you at, England?
They're at first place. They're at first place
With 2 goals.
with 2 goals.
Come on.
And I'm like, I'm sorry, Spain. Don't go out and score 5 against Slovakia. Get off that.
I said to Mark, it's a
Get off
bad day
that.
to have a bad day for Slovakia. Man.
And if you're gonna have a bad day, it might as well be a dumpster fire.
Nah,
2 own goals.
How?
2 own goals.
How?
How do you let Spain score 5 goals on you? They can't score.
How poor of a day did
Dubravka?
Martin Dubravka have? Oh, I
It's
felt
It's just bad.
so he can't go home for like months.
Everybody scored
Everyone's
against
gonna
him.
hate him.
He
They're
scored
like,
against himself. One of his teammates scored against himself, and then he let 3 Spaniards score against him, who can't
no one
score
else
to
has done.
save their
although
life.
the Ferran goal was pretty tight. He kind
I'm
of gives
sure.
that little
Sure.
backflip, almost
Sure.
1 out of 5's got to be good.
almost
Or 3 if you want.
Rabona, almost a Rabona.
It only took 270 minutes
Oh,
or
has he
so.
never scored? Is he never scored in his life?
Spain doesn't fucking
He scored
No, but-
3 against Germany.
Well,
a couple
didn't he
months ago,
have-
but-
I was
And then
going to
like
say
a-
the only other time Spain could score was against
2 Euros
Germany.
ago. Didn't he win the Golden Boot?
Ferran Torres?
Ferran Torres.
He's like 17 years old.
I don't
No.
know.
Maybe thinking of
Ronaldo.
Fernando.
Maybe I don't know who I'm thinking.
Didn't Ronaldo win
We
the
all know I
No,
don't
no,
know
no,
what
no,
I'm
no.
talking
In the Euros, Ronaldo didn't win it.
Two
In the
two
Euros, it was
last Euros it was
Oh,
Griezmann.
2 Euros.
2 Euros ago.
2012.
2 Euros ago.
It was 2012.
Yeah, it would have been 2012.
Ferran Torres was
I
like
don't know. Maybe I'm thinking somebody
Ferran
else.
Torres
drinking
was
his Go-Gurt like
I'm
in
thinking
the
of somebody
from
sideline.
his mother's.
From his mother's Go-Gurt
I
jar.
can't keep anything straight. I'm very
It
lucky.
wasn't Ferran Torres, that's for sure. Mr.
Jimmy,
Tom will know that one.
Is he?
Jimmy, did you predict 5-0?
No.
I
That
think
was for Germany.
I
That
think
was
you
for
predicted
Germany.
5-0
It was.
Poland.
And I said, no, he said Germany. I said, finally, someone gets me to believe again. And here we are with me being like, oh, God, maybe we'll
gotcha.
beat England in penalties again. I have no
I
idea.
gotcha. Speaking of penalties, how many
Enough.
fucking
Too
penalties
many.
were there today?
Too many.
There were 3 in the Portugal-France match.
3.
Ronaldo
There
got
was
2
3.
and
There was
Benzema
3.
got 1.
There was 3. One for the handball.
Now, we're not talking about legit
One for-
penalties. I'm
Just saying,
talking
what was
about
a-
penalties.
what
Hey,
was-
that penalty on Mbappe was not legit. That was ridiculous.
I'll take it.
There's
though.
just no way João Matino puts down Mbappe like that. There's just no fucking way.
Yeah.
It's retarded. It was weak. And I honestly think it was a call to get France back in the game. But what do I know?
I said it. And
What
like
did you
2
say?
minutes after, I said French bias.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the Italian bias and the English bias. And the opposite of the German anti-bias that is obviously happening in this tournament.
Are they administering
We all
the
know.
anti-bias to the
mean, they
those suffering from COVID?
They gave them home pitch advantage and then decided to make every call go against them. That's how I feel.
Yeah, Alioski has scored more goals than Mbappe.
Yeah, well,
exactly.
and
And
who's
Harry
and
Kane.
who's
And
moving
Harry
on?
Kane.
Hummels has scored more goals than Mbappe and Harry Kane.
We have a multiple. No, actually, Ronaldo he's leading the Golden Boot now with 5.
This
I think?
this just gets me every time. It's just so perfect. And when I saw him falling down in the box for that penalty,
You saw a turtle on his back.
I saw a turtle on his back, and I'm like, at least do like some back spins or something
But
and
why
go
did you go with
Cowabunga.
Michelangelo?
It just looks right, just like him. And
As
Dubravka is
opposed to
Spain's best.
Leonardo or Donatello.
It was the smile. It was
Uh-huh.
that photo. I mean, because it's not really a smile. It's just basically anyone without a neck.
Uh-huh.
But that smile, the nose
The
is closer,
eyes,
the
the eyes
eyes,
are
like they're
wide
all
set,
there. Yeah. I
Voice.
was pissed. I'm like, look at France. Look at all the players you have, and diving in the box is what you need to do. Not you guys.
No, I said I was like,
hated
at this point, send balls into the box and dive.
I fucking
Yeah,
hated it.
and that's what it just kept. It kept happening. It
It
kept
just-
happening.
Going for Germany.
It was really
I was
beginning
like,
to ruin the match for me.
I mean, listen, desperation is a
It's
a
desperate
stinky
thing.
cologne, John,
Yeah.
as they say up there
Yeah.
in the Vermont border of Canada. Apparently, when you work for the state trooper. Anyway,
Turtle power.
Turtle power.
Well done. And then I loved how in the commentary they're like, well, UEFA has definitely done VAR much better than the Premier League. And I was like, they're not
that-
even
was that
afraid
said-
to do it.
was that said in the
The France game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because we were talking about how like the offsides thing was much more of an issue, like the holding the flag down.
Oh yeah,
for
yeah,
offside.
That they're not doing it, or they are
Well,
doing it.
they cut
They
the
do it
play
much
off
quick-
a lot
they do it much
shorter
quicker.
in this competition.
Yeah.
than
They do it much
in
quicker.
theirs,
Yeah.
it seems. Yeah.
Which, somebody's going to get injured. Somebody's
Well,
going to get
do you
injured.
remember what happened to Rue Patricio?
Yeah,
Oh my
exactly.
God, always
He got
with Wolverine.
smacked.
Oh my
Well,
Good Lord.
but it's the
Wolves
example.
always whining.
It's groaner's gonna groan.
And here we are. Thank God we have a couple of minutes.
And this show is brought to you by
Beer.
Three Guys. on
Speaking
the
of which,
Stoop.
can
and
I
it's
have
a
one
real
of these?
stoop. It's a real stoop. It's
Yeah.
not a green screen.
So let me ask you guys this: Did you guys watch the early matches? The Spain,
I was
I
kind of
watched
following
everything.
on my phone. 'cause I
Poland,
was working
Sweden.
A little bit.
Can I ask you guys this? Are Sweden for real?
I
Now
think so.
they had a hard fought game, and then they came back last minute and scored that goal. The goal looked very, very good.
The goals for the Sweden game.
Now
were
the two
certainly
goals
quality.
that they gave up were Lewandowski being Lewandowski.
For sure.
And they were back to back, and then they hit the post immediately after
Mhm.
that.
Yeah, they were quality.
So
If only his last name was Levenberg.
Levenberg, or yeah,
Lewandowski.
yeah, or
Uh,
Lewandowski would be fantastic.
Yeah, I'm sure you like that too. Or
The-
Mick Lewandowski. from
Mick
Marco
Lewandowski.
Right. Mick Lewandowski.
Like we said it in the
Mick
kickoff
Lewandowski.
show, right? Like I picked him to be top
Or
scorer.
Diogo Lewandowski would be fantastic if he was
My love
Portugal
shot
as
would be
well.
pretty good.
Uh-huh.
Lewandowski.
Lewandowski.
Now we're on to something.
Fantastic, but
Are Sweden for real? Why not?
like
I mean,
Mr.
like
Tom, why should they be banned from the tournament? I don't understand that.
because they didn't bring Zlatan. Yeah,
Because he was
Anders.
hurt.
Don't expect to hear from Anders for a while. He is.
Oh,
he
he's
was
like,
just in here. I feel like
Was
before Bremner.
There
Ah,
he
there he
is.
is.
there he
Sweden
is.
will win the tournament. He keeps saying it.
Listen, I wouldn't be mad at that. To be
Yeah,
honest,
yeah,
You
much
know, like,
preferred.
As long as if it's not Germany, as long as it's not another
France.
superpower,
Yeah,
Mm.
I'm
and
cool
by-
with an upset
you
for
know.
sure. Even if Hungary knocked Germany out today, I probably would have gotten on like the Hungary bandwagon. Or,
Sure,
or the
why
Wales,
not?
Definitely.
right?
Now-
Like,
now
I
how-
love an underdog.
Now, how do you? So, with like the NFL playoffs and all that, when my team gets knocked out, a lot of times I'm like, well, the team that knocked me out, I want them to win the whole thing because that means your team got beat by the best team.
Right.
Depends
right.
for me as a Jets fan because it's usually the Patriots or like we're not there.
You can't.
Obviously,
Yeah,
so
you can't.
if it's the Patriots and I can't do it, we're getting a little bit off topic.
Yeah.
'Cause I go on. That's a whole different YouTube show.
So for you, you're saying if Hungary would have beat you guys, you would have jumped on the Hungary
I
band because
would've-
it's not France. It's
I would
not.
have cheered for Hungary
Yeah.
against anyone they played. I
Hell,
would
I
have
would've
cheered
too.
for Wales
Yeah.
versus whoever they played. I would have cheered for Sweden.
Wales has got who?
So,
Was it
John,
Italy?
John, do you happen to have the
No.
current like who's playing who now that we figured that out?
John's
Look at
there.
him. Boom, bam, you're a boat. First matchup, Saturday morning or Saturday at noon, we have
Denmark.
Wales,
Like, who
Denmark.
isn't cheering for Denmark right now?
Poor Wales, right?
Everyone is
yeah,
cheering
they
for
would be
Denmark.
the darling.
They
if it
would-
were
they
not
would
for
be.
Denmark.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
No one's cheering for Austria after Arnautovic, unfortunately, for the entire country.
And that sucks because Austria has put in some performances that
They
have been
have.
pretty.
They have, and it's unfortunate that something like that got sullied, you know?
So today, all day today, I was on set and I was explaining to a bunch of people who do not watch football about why this is important. And they're like, oh, so who should win? How's the U.S. this year? And I'm like,
Yeah, last time I checked, the U.S. is
not in Europe or anyway.
Or
World Cup ever.
Geography class, or understands that Euro is short for European, and
Nope.
soccer's not our
yeah.
sport. So,
Yeah, we should join that European Union.
man, they give us some great benefits from what I understand. Like, I wouldn't
They
be-
got that free healthcare.
Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed.
So you can't talk to these British people about that. They don't like
Thank
the
God
EU.
Anders is in the fucking chat.
So what was I going to say? Oh, so what it's been looking like to me is we have teams in the competition who are a shit ton of amazing players with limited cohesion versus decent to good players with really good cohesion. I'm talking Italy. Because Italy has good players. How many world-class players does Italy have?
Not
2,
many.
3?
I would say 3 or 4.
Not many.
How many world-class does France, Germany, not even Spain, Portugal, even Belgium, Netherlands, England, like
I didn't say that.
Spain
You
right
said it.
now. Spain in past years, yes. Spain right now, no. I wouldn't. How many
Busquets.
world class?
That's it.
No, he
Busquets.
maybe was world class.
Yeah, and I
He's over the world class hump right now.
So Ferran Torres, a
Well,
38-year-old that's been playing.
That's probably quite that.
Yeah, but that's the first game he started.
Yeah,
I
he
know, and
hadn't
look
even
at the
played.
result.
I don't know.
They didn't give up a goal again.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not their problem. That's not their
I
problem.
don't know. Something happened.
They were about to get through with 1 goal
Yeah.
if they got a draw.
Uh-huh.
No, a draw wouldn't have got them through.
No, it wouldn't have.
So that's what's been really interesting me. So these first 4 teams
Ooh, Belgium, Portugal.
are those. Hold on, let's stick with
start
Saturday.
at the
These first 4 teams are those to me. They're good players with maybe 1 or 2 world class, but the cohesion on these 4 teams is better than on even France, I would say.
I don't know.
France is having
I'm
a
not
hard
sure.
time.
I'm not sure about
Well,
that.
Why
I
is
would
France
say,
not destroying
I would
people?
Because
say-
they played Germany and Portugal and a fired up Hungary team in front of 70,000 Hungarians in Budapest.
Okay.
I would,
That's
as
why.
far as like this first day, I'm gonna give the award of just happy to be here to Austria. I think they're
or
just
Switzerland.
just on
Denmark.
Saturday.
This day.
Just
Denmark.
on Saturday.
Denmark
I think Denmark
wasn't going to make it.
I think that they
Eriksson didn't almost die. They would, like, with Eriksson.
with Ericsson, you don't think they do as well as they do? I think they do better. But hey, that's me. I think
without Eriksson.
No, if they had
With Eriksson,
with
they
Eriksson.
advanced.
with Ericsson,
No,
they
I'm
definitely
talking to
advanced.
Kantak. I heard what you said and I heard what he said.
Probably
You think
gonna
that
draw this
the 20-year-old kid who replaced him, who has got 2 goals,
overboard.
Damsgaard.
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 Yeah.
I said.
Yeah,
I
you
said
did.
looked
You
like
did.
the
Number
young
14.
player that
You said
played
number
him.
14. I had to look up his name and get it right. Damsgaard. He scored 2 goals, and his second one that he scored was fucking
Yeah,
brilliant.
it was.
But does Eriksson not have 2 goals at this point?
Maybe.
Maybe.
hard
But
to
he
say.
didn't before he went down. You know what
Like
I'm saying?
20
Like,
minutes into the first match that he
it was
played.
First half.
Mm.
Like, he went
Yeah.
down. I mean, I didn't see them doing much, to be honest.
I absolutely did, Ben. I absolutely did. I absolutely slated Italy. There we go.
Day.
What a day, man.
Aufgeht
Bobby, who are
Deutschland.
you going for?
Kind of like Italy and Belgium.
Oh, yeah? Who were you going for before all this?
I'm a big England fan, but yeah.
England fan
No
over
wonder
here.
he's not going
He
to bring
switched over to Italy and Belgium.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now you got this guy to deal with.
Town?
Tell him to keep walking.
Yeah, all right. We'll see. We'll see.
Just in case you guys were unclear about how this block works, John runs this shit. He just comes on and tell him to keep walking.
He's the mayor.
So,
I just don't like him.
It's a good thing he's happy. Oh, here he comes.
I
so-
just don't like you.
John. Yeah. So let's go back to the schedule and let's move on from here. And this is a good one. Mark reminded me to remind everybody that, guys, the second round of picks is coming up for Scorrito. So you got to get those in by when? Saturday?
You got to get them in by
Saturday
Saturday before the match kicks off. So don't
conservatively 11 a.m.
You could do it right now.
You can do it now. You can do it tomorrow. You can do it over your whatever you eat in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to do it over a cup of coffee. I'm not going to think too much about it.
So let's go ahead and go through and give you my picks. Wales, Denmark. Wales is going in 2-1. Wales is going to win that one because I have Wales in a pick'em pool. So they're always going to win.
Okay.
What do you guys think? Wales, Denmark.
I'm taking Denmark.
Wales and penalties.
Oh yeah, because now we're going
now
like
we
extra
have to
time,
go that far. We have to
penalties.
go that
It's
far.
it's in Amsterdam.
It's in Amsterdam.
I think Denmark puts up a good
Yep.
fight. Wales is a little bit whatever.
Jimmy says
Yeah,
1-2.
Jimmy, I think that's the direction I'm heading in, but I'm not sure yet.
I reversed those
I
scores.
just not really.
Denmark on penalties.
I'm not really buying Wales yet.
You're not buying the semifinal team from the last year.
Gareth Bale is there one time, and then he's not, and then he is, and he's not.
Listen, Tyler Roberts, they're saving him for the knockout rounds. Here he comes.
They're saving him for
They are
penalties.
so-
They're saving him
Late
for penalties.
sub going on in penalties.
Oh my
Tyler
God, he
Roberts
still will be
brings it up.
offside.
And they call him offside.
All right, Austria, Italy.
Austria, Italy. Listen,
In Wembley.
Austria put up a good fight, but nobody is scoring on Italy. And I don't think Austria is the one to break that.
Yeah, I'm going 3-0 on that.
Yeah, Italy in a rout, I would say.
I think
Even though Austria has like the European stop sign. as
yeah,
well.
that do
Yep.
not enter sign,
Yeah.
the stop sign. I think it's 1-0 Italy for a long time,
And then they pour it
And
on.
then they
right?
pour it on,
and then Austria has to go
Stretched
for it,
out.
then
and
just-
that's what Italy thrives on. Then
on the
Immobile
counter.
opens up.
Yeah, but
and
Immobile's not
yeah,
going to play that late.
3-0.
You know, he's going to get subbed
Yeah, he
out.
will.
But
Nah.
anyway, Italy 3-0.
Italy to win it all, even though I'm Welsh and a Leeds fan. Possibly. We'll see how they do in the knockout, but I'm gonna say
Mhm.
3-0.
There's few things I can't stand in this world. And it's people who are intolerant of other people's cultures and the
And?
Italians.
Cue director John.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go. The last New York Jets
How
Super
did he
Bowl
know?
party.
How did he know? Did I say
Perfect.
something earlier?
You
Perfect.
probably did.
All right, let's look at Sunday. I know Sunday is a big one, a
Sunday
huge
is a
one.
barn burner.
Netherlands, Czech Republic, Belgium, Portugal. Oh my God. Netherlands. Nobody's scored against. No, people have scored against Netherlands.
Ukraine, too.
They've just scored a
Yeah.
bunch of goals themselves.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Memphis,
Right, John.
Genie. I
The other
can't.
dude,
I
was like
can't.
Dumfries.
Dumfries, Denzel
Denzel
Dumfries, the lost prince of Hogwarts. Hey, Netherlands. I'm sorry, it's got to be Netherlands, right?
I think so.
No, yeah, Netherlands 2-1.
2-1. You think Czech Republic gets one?
I do.
I mean, like, is
I
Schick
do.
going to hit one from 54 yards?
Could very well.
You know, is he going to get a header maybe? Like, I could see the Czech Republic getting a set piece goal here.
Mhm.
But I think the Netherlands win it easily,
Yeah.
personally. Like, I know it's like we're just kind of taking favorites. You know,
But they're the favorites for a reason.
when do we
I
pick the upset?
But listen, we've also watched every single match.
Exactly.
So it is
exactly. We've got an idea. I mean, plus Netherlands have scored like
A
7
bunch
or
of
8
goals.
goals. I mean,
And Czech
they're
Republic,
really
I was
good.
surprised how many goals people have put up against them
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah,
I
mean, I'm
expected them
surprised
to
how many
have.
they've scored so far. To be honest, you know.
To continue with surprises, I'm surprised Thomas Suchek hasn't scored.
That big head of his.
All the corners that they've
Yeah.
had, all the big bodies
Mhm.
they have in the box.
Yeah.
He's not playing Arsenal right now,
And he's
You know
not
what I'm
playing-
saying? Like,
You know, to be honest,
playing the big boys.
Suchek and Sioux Falls are not playing all that great anyway. I'm not impressed by them in this tournament.
Wait. Isn't Sioux Falls in like Minnesota or somewhere?
Sioux
North
Falls.
Dakota.
North Dakota.
Yeah, I think so.
Sauk City.
What are you talking about? Sioux Falls.
Sioux Falls.
It's
Oh, is it Sioux Fall? Am I adding the extra S?
It's okay. I watch
You're about to lose
Supernatural.
a ton of West Ham followers on Twitter.
They're all gone. They're all gone.
They're not watching.
But
our
we
show.
got a lot of Supernatural fans because a lot of things happen in Sioux Falls, North Dakota or Montana. Sioux Falls, Montana.
Sioux City.
Sioux City. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
It's in Dakota somewhere.
Okay, so I think we're all taking Netherlands. Let's look at Belgium, Portugal. Now this one,
Who's got the balls to pick the upset?
but the upset is clearly Portugal, right?
Yeah.
Winning. I'm going to pick Portugal because I want to be in Galicia with Portugal still in the tournament and Spain
I
still in
think
the
that would
tournament.
be absolutely fantastic. The way Portugal has played, I don't see it happening.
Against Belgium. Now listen, Ronaldo, little Ronaldo, Mr. 5 goals, Mr. He's dead.
Nah, G.
Mr.
Don't give
I
him
picked him as
penalties.
my top scorer, and I have more points than all of you because he's leading the Golden Boot right now. So, or the what do they call it? The Golden Boot? Yeah, it's Golden Boot for everything. Mark knows more about football than I do these days. He's still wrong about it, but he knows.
I don't see. I just don't
I see Belgium winning this,
Yeah.
hands down.
The fact that Portugal has dropped Carvalho, Fernandez. They're
Yeah,
not
they got
getting
problems, man. They
really
just
do. Pepe's way
Yeah.
too old.
I'm sorry. Did they not look so much better with Renato Sanchez and João
They did,
Moutinho than
for
Bruno
sure.
Fernandes? I feel Bruno Fernandes is good, yes, but he's a
penalty.
he's a
marker.
suck. He's a succubus, the same way Ronaldo is. Ronaldo sucks all the attention from the team, has to go his way. Bruno Fernandes plays the same way for Man
Sure,
United.
sure.
So that's why when they're on the same pitch, even though Bruno Fernandes should be chipping balls into Ronaldo nonstop,
Mhm.
but it doesn't quite even his passes today when he came on,
Yeah.
his energy was better, but his passes weren't that good.
You know,
But he's a little succubus, just like Ronaldo. So when they're on the pitch at the same time,
It's weird that you would drop him and then bring him on as a sub, though. I feel
yeah,
like, you know, like
yeah,
for
I
the
don't-
win,
there's got to
you
be
know?
something
Yeah.
there.
But I just don't see like João Moutinho proved to be what João Moutinho does, and that's make a critical mistake in the box and give up a penalty, and that's what happened today. Even though I don't think it was a penalty,
on
he's so
Michelangelo.
he's so prone to do that shit on Michelangelo. On
Oh
Mbappe.
my God!
The
What
weakest-
a dive in the box!
the weakest penalty of the tournament, to be perfectly honest, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, like you could have just went, and Mbappe would have fallen over. It was just stupid.
He was asking for it. He was begging for it.
Oh, Traore. If I'm Traore and you're bringing me on for my debut, up
With
5-0,
with 5 minutes to go.
peace, Luis Enrique.
Did he actually go on the
He
pitch?
Yeah.
did go on the
Yes.
pitch. They actually had him
75th
at
minute.
they had him at DB. Right DB, I
All right.
believe.
Yeah, like a wing back kind of like that's
But not
that's
like it
almost
wasn't
insulting.
like a wingback like Tierney might be, you know, in that situation. You know,
But-
he was expected to just hold back and defend with his speed.
And
Yeah,
speed and
yes.
power, and then fly up the pitch and send in a cross would be the idea. But who are you sending in a cross to? That's the whole reason why he's not on the pitch to begin with. Because who's he sending
They don't
to?
get the ball.
Lewandowski?
Not
No,
Murata.
not Murata.
Terrible boy.
But
He was
listen,
terrible.
Belgium Yes, they look incredible with De Bruyne on the pitch.
And Witzel.
And Witzel.
Witzel.
And Hazard. And Hazard.
I don't think Hazard, like, unless he's scoring goals, I don't see how he's adding to that team. Like, they look just as good without him, in my opinion.
You think his brother's doing just as much, if not more?
I mean, they're not even playing the same position.
They don't play. Yeah.
I think Hazard's happy to be eating the ham-on as your the jamon as your brother. Jamon. I don't see him making that much of an influence on the game, and I didn't really watch the last one. I know Belgium are just like that good.
Yeah.
But every time they play, the commentators say, "Well, the real X factor in this tournament is Eden Hazard. Can he make the difference? What difference has he made?"
Yeah. No, he really hasn't.
Does
His
he have an assist?
Torgan
Even if he has
scored.
one assist, that's not enough.
Right.
No, man.
He definitely doesn't have a goal. Lukaku. There's your X factor,
Lukaku. Yeah. So
And
I'm gonna pick Portugal though, because I think Belgium gives up goals.
Belgium lost to Wales in the last Euro, and I don't think they make the same mistake.
No.
This is pretty much the last go-around for this golden generation of Red Devils, if you will.
Yeah.
And I see them at least making the semis, unless they play Germany in the quarterfinals.
And it's exactly.
And I picture it.
Mr. Tom
I
says,
don't pick them to win it all, but
I mean, the only plus side for Portugal here is that it's practically a home game.
how?
You know?
Where are they
It's-
playing?
It's in
Spain.
Sevilla.
That's not a home game.
No, it's not a home game, but you
more
know,
home game than for Belgium.
You
more
think-
home game than Belgium.
You think people from Sevilla like the Portuguese?
I don't know.
More than
the Belgians?
No.
Black.
Really big waffle fans over there in Sevilla.
No.
Black cherry
In Spain, it's like
Yeah.
they all hate each other,
Yeah.
but collectively
And
they
especially
hate
the people that have the
Portugal.
beach.
Yeah, and then you have the beach. Yeah, we're over here in Sevilla burning our asses off. Like, and people and Sevilla it's a rough place to go and play if you're going to play against Sevilla.
You saw the Slovakian goalkeeper today with the sub.
No, I did. I only
Oh
saw
my
the
God.
recap of the Spain match.
And actually,
I
the
thought
minute
you
the minute it
commented
goes
about, like,
off the crossbar and
straight
straight into the
No,
air,
no, no,
You're like,
you're
not
just
gonna
like,
choose
there's
that.
no way he
No,
can
I didn't see
that.
it. I didn't see that at all.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
I was
God.
laughing when I
It was
laughed
so
and said,
bad.
haha, that was the Germany going down
Yeah,
1-0.
no shit, dickhead.
That's why I didn't have to say anything.
I thought you had said that's Sevilla's son because you're going to go
I didn't
there.
Oh,
say
you know
that.
what? That was John. It was Lawler.
That makes sense.
Oh, Lawler.
Lawler
That
said
makes
that because I had just commented.
Oh, I got one. He's still
and
kicking.
He's still alive. That's how we do.
But yes, look, Mr. Tom mentioned how Ronaldo tied for the most international goals of all time. You don't think that motherfucker goes out and scores a goal against Belgium?
He'll try.
He'll try.
He'll definitely dive. Take your time. Take your time.
No, and just stink up the place.
Is that what I've been smelling?
From like 3 blocks.
Yeah. I
south.
thought my house was on fire, and I was like, well, we'll deal with it after the show.
I think Ronaldo. I mean, obviously he's out there to score the goals, right? Like, he's definitely going to dive. He's going to.
He doesn't dive. What are you talking about, dive?
I thought you were going to say.
He doesn't dive.
He's definitely going to be looking
He
for a free
doesn't
kick
dive.
outside the box.
No, he does fall down, but if we're talking about divers, like
Ronaldo doesn't dive.
no,
You don't think he's like public enemy number 1 when it comes to that?
no, that's
It's fucking Grealish.
You are not.
Grealish is the worst
remembering
diver.
His time at Man United.
That's a little bit before my
I'm
time.
remembering him now.
He did it today. We said it like, yeah, it's a foul, but he made the most of it.
Oh, I
Like,
know which one you're talking about. Yeah, his second,
he
the second.
definitely
No,
dives,
the
dude.
first penalty. The second penalty
He
was a handball.
absolutely dives. And he does it like 10 yards outside the penalty box.
Yeah.
Listen, and I've got nothing but respect for Ronaldo. Like, I've really grown to love him as a
Me too.
player. But
And just so everybody knows, I am a Messi over Ronaldo, just to let you know. But And Lawler is
It's
totally
amazing.
totally a
It's
Ronaldo.
amazing anyone watches the show having said that.
Why?
Ronaldo's clearly the superior player.
At what?
Soccer.
No.
Yes.
Maybe at
Stoop
soccer,
crew,
but not at
Stoop
football.
crew, decide this argument.
2 feet.
Messi,
head, multiple
Ronaldo.
leagues.
Messi,
There's no
Ronaldo.
discussion.
Let's see
There's
it.
zero discussion.
Got nothing.
There's zero discussion.
We're not opening up this fucking Messi Ronaldo debate. He's just telling me how he's the biggest diver in the world, but he's way better than Messi.
Miles. Kilometers, maybe?
Mr. Tom says, I don't think Ronaldo is anywhere near. Oh, okay, that's somebody else. I know.
Closer. He knows him.
Yeah, no, close, clearly.
What's the World Cup scoring record for Klose?
16, 17?
What is and Ronaldo notoriously doesn't perform at the
No,
World
he
Cup.
doesn't.
No.
The Euros are he's
got the
been
most
much
in
better
that, like the 2 competitions combined. He's got
Yeah.
enough, but
because of the Euro. I mean, he's got 5 already, 5 in 3 games, and yes, what 4 of them are penalties?
here come the group stages, though. Like he notoriously
Knockout stages.
feasts.
Here comes the knockout.
He notoriously feasts in the group.
And you know what? Harry Kane should be doing the same exact fucking thing.
Yeah, but
He should be
fucking
feasting.
shite.
He's just. He doesn't.
Yeah, Messi's lack of scoring at the
Scheisse.
Euros should settle that debate. Exactly. That is such an American statement, Mr. Tom. Like,
And I didn't
I
make it.
also agree with it. As an American, I think that's a very
okay, guys, this show is flying by, and we barely have. We've gotten to Sunday. We've only dealt with 4 matches. Moving
go
on.
now.
Croatia, Spain. Okay,
Oh, that could be rough.
the goddamn Croatians who love going to extra time
In Copenhagen.
in Copenhagen.
I don't know if that plays in as much.
Spain, Croatia. Look, little Luka Modric is getting better and better.
Yeah,
Hi,
he's
Lolo.
getting strong.
Hey, little Luka Modric is getting better and better. Applause to him, by the way. He is the youngest Croatian to score an international goal, and he's also the oldest Croatian to score an international goal. That's pretty fucking cool.
It's a great.
That's
Great
pretty
stat
great,
to
right?
That's a
have.
great stat, sure.
I mean, that also means your team, your
I feel like
country isn't
Could have been
very
me
good.
if I was born in Croatia, perhaps. But you know, we're victims of geography over here in the US.
Ah, if only we were born in
yeah,
Croatia.
exactly.
Hmm.
Oh.
This is going to be
Look
a
at
tough
all
one.
these people. Croatia. Not a chance, guys. Come on.
Who was
Our
it that-
shows will be so much better in Spain if they're still in there. So
His
The Wi-Fi, however,
his-
will not.
oh, Jesus.
blood alcohol level will be much higher if it's Spain when we get to the semifinal and final if Spain gets
I
through.
don't know what I can drink in Spain.
Croatia,
You'll
Spain,
figure it
like,
out.
Who was it saying
Actually,
that Croatia's a
I-
shell of themselves? Is that
Everybody?
James? No, James.
James said
James?
James
Yeah.
did say that.
Listen, they are, but
Look,
they're getting better
here's
and
the
better.
thing. Here's the thing. It's like, you just don't know who they are. And I think the same goes for Spain. You just don't know who they are. I mean, they finally turned it on. They scored 5 today, but prior to that, they scored 1, 2.
I think
What?
that, like in the group
No,
stages,
they had a group differential or a goal differential prior to that is I think was 1.
0 because they scored 5 today.
Oh,
and
yeah,
they
that's
went
right, they're plus
second
5.
place at plus 5.
So we don't know which team is going to show up for either side. I think this comes down to extra time and maybe even penalty
Penalties.
kicks.
I like that
Penalties.
call. I think in the
And
group
penalties,
stages,
I'll take Spain. In penalty kicks, I'll take Spain.
Why?
over
You know
Because
what?
Morata's gonna finish
I
one?
just
No, you put him 11th,
Yeah.
and you just make sure David De
21st.
Gea doesn't have to go up
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
But no, you put the 11 midfielders of Spain up to kick little
Just
tiki
pass it
taka
to the
penalties.
corner.
Yeah, they just pass it into a corner.
This is when it becomes so tough to start predicting things because I think teams they have their group ahead of time, right? They've got months to prepare.
And now it's like
and
And now it's survive
up until the
and
90th
Exactly.
minute, things were changing.
Exactly.
90th minute,
Yes.
things were changing.
advance.
And look, this is the whole New York Giants fucking effect where you can win 8 games in a season and then win the Super Bowl.
Mhm.
Well, I guess they
Nine.
won
They
3
were 9
more.
and 7
They were
twice.
9 and 7.
Twice wild card.
If fuck? Hey, listen, man. Just because you're first place in Screw-It-Out, you're really coming at me, man. I was so happy for you.
And you can still
I
be
was.
happy for him.
Not anymore.
So the next match here in Bucharest, France and Switzerland. This could
Wait,
be,
well, who did you say?
I said it's going into penalty kicks, and I won't be able to decide on that.
Guess.
Yeah, seriously, Croatia for me.
Croatia.
I like
what
penalty
part?
kicks.
What part of our show makes you think that we're looking for some sort of actual answer?
My involvement.
I was right there with a non-answer. But if we want to look at, if we want to
Non-answers,
now
get
look
outta
at
here.
France and Switzerland, this could very well be the upset of the round of 16.
So
I think it is possible that Switzerland beats France. I don't think France is playing
just moving right on.
amazing. I thought we had our picks first. You pick Croatia, I pick Croatia, you pick Spain. Then I see France and Switzerland.
Y'all are dickheads. Come on. Well, you're
I didn't say that,
usually wrong. So good. Go for Croatia.
I was going to say, like,
lately
we should
I've been
just
right.
let John talk about it. Like,
yeah,
Because
John.
he's the one that knows.
everyone bet on it. Everyone bet on John.
You like
Whatever
that?
John says. So, John, what do you
like
got
how
for us?
we haven't done Scorrito because we're all embarrassed that we're on like the third page
First
and John
fucking place,
is he in
man.
first?
He was.
Johnson first. Axel's up there.
Second.
Oh,
Oh, that's not good enough for you, John.
okay. So
you're
let's
you're
go.
picking Switzerland.
No,
I'm not
I don't
saying
mind
who
the
I-
pick.
I'm
I
not
don't mind
saying
the
who
pick.
I'm picking. What I'm saying is this match is just ripe for an upset and what could be. Look at that.
Look at this kid walks up with the champions.
Sweet.
Gabby G.
You notice how it doesn't say league under there,
What
right?
happened? What
It
happened?
doesn't say Champions League.
Yeah,
does it?
exactly.
It says 2021 champions. Oh, Gavin.
Ruthless. Gabby G in the house.
Gabby G, you're still doing well on Scorrito. Don't worry. Anyway, little neighbor, we got to talk some shit to just to make sure he knows.
Is he?
Maybe.
I
Oh, what's up, dude? I was working all day, man. I couldn't watch anything. Get over here, man. You can sit over here with us. You got to sit up
my
here.
Bit Burgers.
So we got Alan here, Spain fan. So Alan and I did not watch this one together, which is why Spain could actually score some goals. I suppose.
What's
Deuce.
up, guys?
Let's back this up a little bit and add
back
you guys
that up
to
a
the
little
party.
Just when you thought it couldn't get uglier.
Oh my
We
God!
got a good Stoop crew going on right now.
What are you
A
talking?
live Stoop crew.
He's
and
probably
best
the
Stoop
prettiest
crew.
of us all. Here, he's so pretty. Here, you guys can share that mic. I can talk into this one like this.
Did you guys cover? I'm okay, thanks, man.
We've been talking all. No, just put it on you. We've been talking all sorts of nonsense.
What a game
just
today.
Put it on your
Which one?
on your shirt.
I don't know how to do this.
I'm probably going to say the Spain.
Well, honestly, I was most surprised by Germany, Hungary.
I'm gonna put it
No
right
shit.
here
Coming
so
through.
you
Germany coming
can
through.
see.
Germany coming through. I think Havertz scored. I wasn't watching. 'cause I was
Yeah,
watching.
Havertz scored.
Havertz did score.
Good for him. Portugal, France. I watched that whole game. That was crazy.
Fucking crazy. So Alan, we're going through the knockout stage matches. So
All right, cool.
so let's see. Right now we're on France,
Pretty much
Switzerland.
All right.
Right.
So you said
I say this is ripe for an upset. I don't know where I'm gonna go
make
right
a
now.
goddamn choice.
No, not gonna do it.
you
just saying,
you are
It's
Switzerland.
ripe for an upset.
So Switzerland.
No, he's saying I'm going to be right in the middle. You can store your money here.
Much like Switzerland.
So you're going with Switzerland. If you're not making a choice, you're going Switzerland.
I
That
think
is
that's
the
very Swiss
definition
to
of
stay
being
neutral.
Swiss.
How very Swiss. To
I
stay
think that
neutral.
was the joke. Thanks, guys.
That's the joke.
Let's go France 2-0.
France 2-0.
Yeah. I think that they finally figured out today kind of how to play a little bit less of a one-dimensional game. The first few games was just Paul Pogba making amazing through balls.
How
Not
good
today.
has he
Right.
been? How
Not
good
today.
has
He's
he
been their
been?
best player. He's been their best
Today
player.
he was
Today
even
he's their best player.
that save by Rui Patricio.
That was crazy. But the Paul Pogba pass to
like,
to
safe
Karim
post.
Benzema was
Griezmann
perfect.
saying-
And
And, then
And
his
how
shot was amazing.
they showed Pogba how after he shot and the
He was
whole
already
Griezmann
celebrating.
shot, he was
Yeah.
just like
His jaws just dropped.
And let's not
the
forget
play was still going on, and he's just
let's not forget about N'Golo Kante. That dude,
that dude is.
he's the
He's the
the
unsung
glue
pillar.
that exactly like he's the
the
guy that
unsung
like you
pillar.
don't see in the highlights, but then like if you look from certain angles,
Yeah.
he's the reason why Pogba has so much freedom to go forward.
He's the one that pulls
Yet-
up in the Mini Cooper.
You know what I mean?
Yet-
I mean, he's doing
Yet,
exactly.
can we point out the two big fat elephants in the room here with France?
What are you calling fat?
Mbappe not scoring.
Griezmann being the
They
same as he is for
drew
Barcelona.
against
Griezmann.
Portugal
I
and
disagree.
Hungary. They drew against Portugal and Hungary.
But scoring draw against both, right? Like they've scored points.
I don't care.
I'm
Well, also the
Portugal.
Hungary draw doesn't look that bad after Germany today because Germany was good against Portugal 4-2.
France
They were
beat
good
the
against
shit out of
France.
Portugal. Germany. Not
Germany
beat
beat
the
the
shit.
shit
They,
out of
She had a
It was an own goal.
1-0.
What are you
It was an
talking
own
about?
goal. Thank you.
If it was a draw, France is on.
they had
fucking
like
2 points going today.
14
Mhm.
goals called
offsides
offside.
because they're fucking cheaters. What's the word in French for cheaters? Le
Le
cheater.
cheater.
Yeah, I don't even know what it is in German.
Hungary looked better today. I mean, Germany
were so psyched.
was Germany bad? Was Hungary good? I don't know.
So
I don't think
so,
either. I don't think either. I think it was a
I-
well-fought match.
So guys,
I think it's a good match.
let me ask.
Hungary also played in Budapest.
Let me ask
in
you
front
guys
of
this question.
70,000.
Let me
Very
ask
true.
you guys
Like,
this
come
question:
on.
if the group stages were home and away, you play each team twice. Who advances in this group? Who's 1 and 2?
It's a ridiculous thing to
That's
say.
tough.
Germany.
Hungary's getting
Depends on
better.
who's letting fans
Hungary's
in.
getting better.
They were riding
France
high.
is middling.
I don't know, man. I would
Germany
not
went up and
take
down and up and
anything
down.
away from Hungary. You
I
know,
wouldn't either, but
because
they're out, so
seriously,
let's fucking
Here's my
drop
you
it.
know.
Let me answer the
unbiased take
question.
on
Yeah.
France as a Barcelona fan.
Uh-oh. That
Okay.
can't be unbiased. then.
Griezmann was I think third in the Ballon d'Or in 2018, and all the play came through him. Now they're realizing that he's just not. You can't base your whole game on Griezmann, so it's Pogba with the through balls to whomever can break on the counter.
I don't know.
That's been but Conte I think is
that's-
a better player than he was 3 years ago. But I think that today was the first time where we saw less one dimensionality from France,
Mhm.
and they had the they did a better job of stretching the pitch. I think they weren't playing everything through the center of the ball as obviously as they have in the past. And obviously Portugal plays a pretty aggressive, kind of attacking style. So it opened up some space for them, and Pogba's going to exploit that with his passing. So I forgot who they're playing. I think they're playing Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Yeah, I mean, Switzerland
Switzerland are going to be
Hey,
less on the
listen,
attack.
bro.
on the attack, yeah.
Granit Xhaka is coming through.
Granit Xhaka
Granit
with a 30-yard free
Alaba's
kick.
going to be like doing everything he can, even though he's a.
Alaba plays for Austria,
Oh,
doesn't
sorry,
Yeah,
right,
he
Austria.
does.
I,
Not the
uh,
same. Bad mistake.
Shaqiri.
Shame on
But
you.
we can't forget about Shaqiri.
Shaqiri.
Exactly.
I don't I haven't watched every minute or second of the France games, but I felt like Griezmann's been a net positive for them.
I would agree.
For France or for
he's
for
Mr.
France.
Tap.
For
I would
France?
Not
agree.
for Barcelona.
Barcelona,
For
no.
France in this
For France,
tournament so
yeah.
far,
He looked the
I would
same
totally
today.
agree with
He
that.
looked the same today, and
Dude,
he did
he's
his 38
pinging
La Liga games.
diagonals.
Mhm.
Like he's, I think like what you're saying is like Pogba's playing through balls, but like from a deep line spot to Griezmann and Griezmann spraying them,
Mhm.
and they're getting action off that. Now they're
I don't
offsides
disagree
a lot.
with that. They're offsides a
because
lot because they're pushing. They're
Germany's
just pushing that
defense
line.
is so fucking good.
So good. They've given up so many goals.
But Griezmann, what did he do today? He had one lucky rebound off Rui Patricio from that crazy Pogba shot. That was
That
a
was
crazy
great
shot
save,
of
though.
everything.
But if that
It
goes
was a
in,
great save.
if that goes in though, we're celebrating Griezmann, right? Like,
But if it
I'll tell
goes
you,
in, we're
man.
celebrating Pogba more, right?
We,
I think
we
the
said it
difference.
earlier.
Here's what I'm saying.
Patricio was
I agree with you. I
ridiculous
agree with you.
today.
We can agree.
Yeah, I never even mentioned Patricio was my man of the
Yeah,
match. there
Patricio
because
Patricio
he kept-
was very,
he
very
had-
good.
did
today.
not watch more than 5 seconds.
No, he
Okay.
didn't. I watched most of it.
But seriously, France came on the attack. Like
Griezmann's been more
the
productive than
second half, they
Mbappe.
came
I
out,
was
they scored right
super-
away, and they did not stop for a
Yeah.
while. And it was Patricio who
I was
because
really impressed by him.
what I learned if I was playing Portugal, I'd be dropping balls in between Semedo and Pepe all day because
can.
they've got no coverage there. And
Yeah.
that's the Karim Benzema, the second goal,
Mhm.
the little curler. Who sent that in? Pogba or Griezmann?
I
Pogba.
think it was Griezmann
The
that sent
assist?
that in.
Tell us in the comments because we clearly don't.
We don't
remember.
know. I don't think I saw a Griezmann assist today because I was literally making a gif of like Griezmann disappearing of a guy, and I was like, "Hey, look, he's doing what he does for Barcelona." And then he had that shot off the rebound that Pogba shot saved, and I was like, "Shit, I can't say this anymore." But my point is this, and then we'll move on to Tuesday. The game doesn't flow through Griezmann like it did in 2018 or 2016. Now it's like Pogba's more important, and Mbappe, I think, is playing a bigger role in his.
Yeah, but I mean, Griezmann's not
shit.
playing the 9 like he was in
That's also
16
true.
and 18 either. He's playing much more of the number 10 role, right? Like
Fair
giving
enough, yeah.
Benzema up front, Mbappe out wide, and
I still
whoever
think
the
the key
dude
to
on
their
the right
game
is-
is Pogba and Mbappe, and then
Of
Conte.
course.
And Conte.
So
But when they want to move on to Tuesday,
how is Pogba so
Of course
good
they
for
do. It's the
France?
That's what
England
everyone's
way.
questioning.
different responsibilities.
Yeah.
really,
Yeah,
but
because
passing
he
as a
doesn't have
midfielder-
Conte. Like he's playing with Bruno Fernandes for United.
He doesn't
So
have Conte.
that's
He doesn't have
his-
Conte.
He does not have Conte.
Conte.
Dude, when you
just
have a
clearing
Conte,
the
you can
back.
do anything. Like you just don't have to
Guys,
worry about tracking back to
You were
defend.
talking about memes. I think that's your next meme.
There's
sir.
the next meme, man.
If
Well-
you have a Conte,
well-
you have anything.
Well, we were completely forgot what I was.
We're
gonna
going on
say.
to
What are we
Tuesday.
talking
Tuesday,
about?
they're ready for
Oh
Tuesday.
no, we were talking a few. We're on day 13 here, so I forget. But one of these days in the past here, we were saying whose price tag has gone up the most so far in this tournament, and Conte's price tag is already so high,
Calvin
but I
Phillips? I
think
don't know.
it's just like
I'm sorry, everybody, but
Robin Gosens after the Portugal match.
Robert
I
Gosens,
would
yeah.
say
Barcelona's already
but
talking to his
Mikel
agent.
but like all that.
I don't think Calvin Phillips
All
has
that
done
much?
much since the
Do you
first
really?
No,
match.
I
I think he's.
Did you even know who Mikel Damsgaard was?
No, but I'm saying
he's
I'm saying
coming up.
Conte
I
is
would-
$100 million midfielder. And
whatever. Like,
that's only becoming more of a solid
it is,
price
it is,
that
it
that
is,
it's
it
not
is.
a
Of
joke.
course.
It's not a
Yeah.
Declan Rice 100 million.
Yeah.
It's not a Calvin Phillips 100
Erling
million.
Holland.
Erling Holland.
I would rather have Conte than Holland. Although, in spite of the age
Who does
difference.
he play
difference.
for? Who does he play for?
Who, Holland?
Yeah.
Dortmund.
Dortmund.
I know that, but who does he play for?
Oh,
Norway.
Who's not in the tournament.
Yeah.
No, we
His
get it.
price has not gone up at
His
all.
price is going down
His
based
price-
on his
his price
celebrations
is
in
just-
Mykonos.
His,
playing
Yeah.
his price is just
Meanwhile,
solid.
Tottenham's
you know?
going. We're winning
All
this.
right,
Look at
Tuesday.
Director
Tottenham
John
is
is
winning.
highlighting
John's like
Germany,
Tuesday.
England.
All right, Germany,
We
England.
all want to get there.
All right, let's go to Germany, England.
I was glad to see Grealish play. I thought he did a great job providing
Grealish
width.
and Saka
Saka.
changed
They
that.
changed the
team.
game. The
Yeah,
width
no,
that Grealish
it's-
provides.
they
I
play-
think people are
They play
too
so
reliant
differently.
on fullbacks now after, for width, and they forget that if you have a good winger,
It's the Andy Robertson,
There you
Trent
go.
Alexander-Arnold.
everyone's
Like,
like, oh, I
now-
want a fullback now, like Trent, or like,
Exactly. They want the
they
Liverpool
want that
wingers.
Liverpool / Barcelona style winger.
Always got to bring it back to
Well,
Barcelona.
whatever. I mean,
God
we
damn
talk
it.
about the classic fullback. It's Danny Alves and Jordi Alba. But like, if you look at the
I like
way
how
that
the
England
classic
played,
fullback is still one of the best players on Spain.
yeah, exactly. He was amazing today.
He's been
He's
amazing.
been amazing
all
all
three-
tournament.
Bandy, no, they cannot bench Harry Kane. It's just
They
not gonna
have
happen.
to.
What about
It's
Jadon
not-
Sancho?
you just
Why
don't-
is he not
they
playing?
You
will
don't
Well,
bench a
so
Harry
they
Kane.
will
You
not.
just don't.
Saka had man of the match.
Because if they lose,
and he's still,
they're gonna
if
blame
Saka's not-
Southgate. And if they
Saka's not
win
gonna-
with
Saka's
Harry
not
Kane,
gonna
it's
start.
it's
No,
all part of
Saka's
the
not gonna
equation.
start. Saka's not going to play.
They
have
started
to
him and
start
Grealish.
Saka.
He's not going to play.
because
Who's he going to play for?
They were already through. That's the reason
Mason
they
Mount.
played Saka.
Mason Mount will still be in protocol.
Possibly.
They might give Mason Greenwood but if you don't play Saka, Sarah Gareth Southgate. Also, don't play Saka, please, as a German fan.
Yeah, as a German fan, don't play him.
Mhm.
He's gonna run Gosens in circles.
Yeah, he is.
The thing that you saw was Saka and
about
Grealish on this
Bellingham?
pitch at the same time
Good.
together
It's weird they're
was
giving so much time.
Saka
Not
and
giving a lot of
Grealish
time.
were allowed a freedom where you saw them switching sides sometimes. At one point, Saka was running down the middle.
Yeah.
Did Saka take his shirt off?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And I was like,
I
how
wanna
did he
know
not get a yellow
why.
card?
I was like,
How did he not get a yellow
no
card?
goal, no assist. I get it. You're 19, and you're just like, fuck yeah.
And the
I mean,
referees
it
are
was
like,
weird.
we usually give the goal scorer a yellow card when he takes his shirt off, but you took yours off, so we're going to give you
You're
a
just gonna just let
put
that
your shirt back
slide.
on. I don't know.
Orange card. Like,
They
I
let it
don't
slide.
even
I was
know.
totally
It
expecting
was
a yellow card.
hilarious. I was watching it sort of like ancillary as I was working, and I was like, wait, that's not Sterling.
No,
I swear to
Why does
God.
Saka have a shirt
I
on?
swear to God, that's the first thing I thought. I was like, does he have
Hilarious.
blood on his shirt? Is he just taking it off to
no,
you know?
but that just shows you when you only score 2 goals in a tournament as an entire team, you take your shirt off.
Taking
Anytime a goal goes
Great
in.
point. Great point.
I scored a goal. I
Pants are
took my
coming off.
shirt off.
Somebody gets a hat trick, pants are off.
Imagine they scored in like the 89th. Like it would have been an orgy out there.
The problem is all the players these days wear the bras as well. So like I can't
Saka, apparently.
I can't wait for somebody to throw their shirt off and then go, 1 second. Can you get this one's in the back. You got it. I
Jack,
thought it was
do
I thought it was a front
Jackie
one.
boy, do you mind?
Jackie boy, it's the one in the back. You just gotta lift.
No, just a little
All right,
pinch.
so let's get out of the picks. What do we think? Germany, England in Wembley.
That's tough. Penalties maybe 1-1.
This is gonna be the game. This one, I mean, not France, Portugal, Belgium is gonna be awesome. But this one, I think, has to be the match of the week, the match of the round.
I'm still
of
going with
16.
Belgium and Portugal. That's
Well, I
that's
think this
the-
one,
Mark,
like,
this
because
has like
this
political
is
implications,
there's a
like,
lot of
so much
sure.
you
No.
can-
There's
so
a
much,
lot
like,
of
not by
things,
the Germans. Germans like
you know.
it's English.
But this
They're
is one.
cute.
This is one I think.
This
So-
is an
so-
island
so-
nation.
Mr. Tom.
So if I'm gonna,
Calvin Phillips scores a 30-yard free kick. He takes his shirt off, takes his bra off, and burns it
that would be amazing.
just for a statement because he has
So-
a Zippo in his pocket.
So if
'cause he's a
I
thug.
think that Portugal Belgium is the match of the week, this England and Germany is the hardest to call.
I think it is the hardest.
I think it is the very, very hardest to call.
because they've both been inconsistent, but they've
Yeah.
not. They've
and
not
we
been-
haven't seen the best out of
Like,
either of them.
exactly.
Exactly.
Before today, I was like, oh,
Exactly.
Germany
Against Portugal,
4-2
we
against
saw
Portugal.
we saw
We
saw
saw
what
good.
Germany's
Germany
capable
can
we
do.
saw what they're
Yeah.
capable
But
But
of.
I
then you
don't think-
regressed.
No,
It still wasn't the best.
So I don't think that Germany regressed. I think that Hungary watched and they're like, all right, we're not going to let their left wing back beat us.
Mm-hmm.
And Germany, if you watched, played everything through Ginter and Kimmich for the first 70 minutes.
Yep.
And it was all like, how can we like trick Hungary into forgetting about Gozens and getting them on the back post?
Yeah.
And when they scored the first one, what did I say? Like, play to the back post
Mhm.
and they'll be free.
Yeah.
So
But unfortunately, Hungary put everybody. They put everybody back there.
but
they
when they finally
flooding
played the
box.
high line on that free kick for
Mhm.
Germany's first goal, Germany scored.
Right.
I don't think that England's been playing so defensively
Yep.
and very well. I will say, like they've been playing very well defensively. Yeah, it's gonna be a fucking slugfest.
Yeah, I mean,
I
I
don't want it to
myself-
be a pillow fight to go to
I
penalties 'cause
want it to
Germany's
be.
gonna
I
win.
want it to be a slugfest. I don't want a pillow fight. I don't want a little tick attack and then wait
You
for
think Harry
penalty
Kane's
kicks.
going to score in this game?
Dude, if he does,
No.
I will fly out the next day.
No. No.
Like,
Harry
I
Kane
mean,
doesn't
he took
score.
some aggressive shots in
He
the last
did.
game. And
He
you know, when he
did.
had
And it
guys
finally
coming up,
worked.
and it finally
That's
worked.
not,
You
but-
know,
that's not Germany's
But I also
weak point,
think
though.
I think that's also having a Grealish and a Saka playing
Exactly.
with him.
Grealish for me was the guy who was the difference maker that
Saka
game.
was the difference maker.
He's man of the match. Saka was man of the match.
Saka was the
It
He
wasn't
difference
was
like
man of the
special.
match, but I think Grealish's width allowed Saka more space, whereas when the
Saka's
previous games I was
speed
playing,
and tenacity was the difference, man.
I-
Saka
when you
didn't-
have a Grealish,
Saka
then you
didn't
have to
stop
have a
moving.
few people.
You know,
If-
Grealish will hang back
But he
a
had
little bit.
He had enough crosses that it made the defense you're playing against kind of spread out, which gives Saka more space
Sure,
to run through the
sure,
middle. That's
sure.
what width is about. It's not that one player necessarily you see, oh, wow, he's doing a great job. It's like, oh, when there is width, then my midfield can do their thing.
Fair enough.
I don't want to make a definitive statement, but I don't.
But I'm not
think-
disagreeing about Saka. He was the man of the match.
I don't think that aerial headers from England are going to be Germany's weak.
That's also true.
I think it's going to be the counterattack by like Sterling, Saka. They're
I
pacey
think it
players.
comes down to just like a mistake. You know,
It could,
someone
yeah,
is going to
very well
make a
could be.
mistake, much like
It's the hardest to
Slovakia
call,
was
but
filled with mistakes. I mean, you can talk about the keeper all you want, but there were such terrible passes
Yeah.
that were coming out of clearance that you know that were being taken advantage of. I mean, it was stupid.
I think
What are we talking about?
Germany's
Talking about
England's,
England, Germany.
and I don't like. I just think that
We're a little
Germany's
close these
holding
days, huh?
midfielders. I think Goretzka gets a start over Gundogan now. Like you have to.
Really?
Dude,
What do you mean, really?
he saved their asses.
What are you
They were
talking about?
done. They were out.
Yeah. out of the tournament. Gretzky comes in, and he made the difference.
By the Hungarians.
There was very little creativity in that final third,
Mm-hmm.
right? I don't think England can sit back like Portugal or Hungary did. Maybe they can. I think
What about
Goretzka
Toni Kroos?
is a driving force in that team. He plays, man. Like, as long as he's on the team, he plays.
No, of course, but what impact is he going to have against like an English midfield? I guess with Calvin Phillips. I mean, that's where he's going to have to go back to being the way he was against Croatia, whoever their first game was, because Modric and Kroos play together. They play a very similar style. So the way Calvin Phillips kind of shut down Modric in that first game, you would expect them to be like, okay, we know how Kroos and Modric play. Calvin Phillips, you did it one time, do it again. Because that supply line is, Kroos is kind of the supply line maker, if you will, with the deep pass, with the balls, and that matchup is going to be important to determine who wins the game.
Passing
for sure.
Circles around Calvin Phillips.
Yeah,
You are not even
out
out
of
of
your
your
mind.
mind. How do you
It's not
not
just
rate
Kroos.
Calvin Phillips?
I do. I just don't rate him against Kroos and Kimmich and Goretzka and Gundogan. Like, that's what I'm talking about yesterday when I said Germany's midfield is far superior.
Sorry.
I might rank him above Gundogan.
There was the lady jogging
Calvin
and
Phillips?
the two little girls.
Yeah.
What?
They're completely different players.
They
They're
are.
completely different positions.
You're
You
calling
can't
him
even talk
Calvin
about them.
Pirlo for a while, so that just is.
I wasn't.
No, they call him the Yorkshire Pirlo. And then Pirlo even said, no,
He's the
you should call
Italian
me the
Phillips.
Italian Phillips.
Yeah, because he didn't get enough Twitter followers that week. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Exactly.
use the right hashtag. Calvin Phillips is a really nice player. He's a very good player. He is not Toni Kroos. He is not playing in a midfield with Toni Kroos. He's not playing in a midfield with Joshua Kimmich.
No,
He's
fair
playing in a
enough,
midfield
fair
with Declan
enough.
Rice, who is also a very good player. And probably they're both going to go on to very good things in their career.
Mm-hmm.
This comment is funny. International football is generally set up for England to beat the teams they're supposed to, then get battered by someone.
Well, you,
And that's kind of how it sounds. Consistent.
Who did they lose to the Croatia in the semifinals of the World Cup, right?
Yes. Kane
Yeah.
squares to Sterling.
Well, guys, did we get our actual pick? Why are we all blue now?
I think there's
Garbage truck went
there's
by?
one more. I think there's one more
Did we
game have to
did
play.
we
Sweden,
actually
Ukraine,
say
Sweden.
our picks though?
1-1, and Germany went on penalties. I'm sorry, England.
Okay,
Yeah, Germany on penalties.
on penalties,
Yeah.
all the way to penalties.
France on penalties.
France. Is
Oh, I'm
not
sorry,
playing.
England on penalties.
Mark clearly doesn't know the history, but that's fine. Garrett Southgate
The history?
Yeah.
History of
Kane's
what?
going to waft his
of
penalty.
Germany beating England on penalties every
And
single
how
time.
long have I been watching football?
No. Okay.
I don't want you to change your pick. If you're
I don't know.
I can live with it.
I really don't know. Like I said, this
Lolo,
is the hardest
Germany
match
or
to
England?
pick.
Germany or England?
England 3-1.
What?
Okay, fine.
Are you
England
out
3-1
of
in
your
normal
is this,
time.
Is this one of
It could
your
happen.
like? This is
Listen.
one of your bullshit picks.
No, what? No.
It's like
no.
I picked
It could
Leeds to
happen.
beat
Just watch
Southampton 7-0.
No, it was Chelsea 6-2.
It could
Thank you
happen.
very much.
I'll
It
say
didn't
that.
happen, but what I'm saying is the England has shown themselves for 20 minutes. They've
In the
shown the
group
two
stage.
different types of teams they are. They are a very creative, very fun, very attacking team for 20 minutes a match.
Mhm.
Yeah. The first
The
20
rest
minutes.
of the generally the first
Generally
20
the
minutes.
first 20 minutes.
The rest of the match, they are a lockdown pain in the ass to deal with,
And especially if they score, then it's just
especially if they've already scored in
minutes.
those first 20
or
minutes.
20. Then it's like
So
we don't want to lose.
what
this
I
game.
expect from this one is a prolonged 20 minutes. So maybe like 40 minutes of that type of team combined with the lockdown nature.
Mhm.
I haven't seen the overly creative Gundogan, random, crazy, awesome goals that he's made for
He
City.
doesn't have to score goals
I
for
haven't.
Germany, though. Okay, so
So wait, I'm just saying.
I
Flesh
refuse.
an idea out.
I think Germany actually gets the first goal, which is what forces them to not sit back,
Okay.
which forces them to play forward longer, and they'll get the equalizer. Then they'll get another one, and then at the last minute, while Germany's pressing, they'll get another one.
So 3-1 or 3-2?
3-1.
There's been a lot of
That's
goals.
just what I'm saying.
in this
I don't
tournament.
want it
There
to
were
go to penalties.
17 goals today.
I hate going to penalties.
Aside from
17 goals.
today, yeah.
So there were
It was 5 with Spain.
9 today.
Yeah.
9 in the last matches.
There was
And
was
10 in the there was 10 in the first at noon game, and
8 in the
another 8 in the second. So 18.
2-2-2-2.
2-2, 2-2.
18.
And then
3-2, 5-0,
3-2,
2-2, 2-2.
So yeah, there was 18 goals scored today.
So what I've seen
That's
is that
crazy.
Germany can be scored against.
Bandy,
So I don't think 3
saving it for
is
the
off.
final day.
Every team can be scored against except for
Saving it for the
Italy.
finals
At
day.
this point,
yeah, no doubt.
every team except from Italy can get scored against pretty easily. That's the interesting
Except for
thing.
Italy, yeah.
Except for Italy.
Well, and
Who
Who
England.
haven't given up a goal in 11
England-
matches, according to E ESPN.
England
Yeah,
hasn't
but
given
it's
up a
not-
goal.
I know they gave up
It's
some. They
not
played some shitty
typical-
teams.
It's not typical Italy, though.
I know
Like,
it's not. But
they've got 2 octogenarians in defense, their central defense.
I know, but
I don't know. Their
Bonucci
defense
Bonucci and
looks good.
Chiellini are still like.
Those are the 2 I'm talking about. Like, those are the 2
They still
who
play
get
well.
exposed. They do. Who they play in the group stage?
But they haven't
know
given up a
what's
goal. That's fair. But in 11 games, they haven't given up a single goal. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Even those World Cup qualifiers that no one cares about. You know what I'm
But
saying?
they
Like,
do invite pressure.
They do.
Because-
And then they
because
deal with
Immobile
it.
And
they deal with it.
Insigne need that space.
Verratti was amazing last game. You know what I
was
mean?
fan-
Like,
that's what we were saying, and what's his name didn't play.
Yeah.
We were shocked. The guy who was man of the match, he got Locatelli
Locatelli, yeah,
Locatelli got dropped
Locatelli.
for Verratti because
Well, that's just
Verratti
getting
was
Verratti minutes, though. Like,
yeah, he needed
Locatelli's
minutes.
gonna
They already
play.
made it. Yeah,
But
But
Verratti will come on.
we
as a
were
sub,
having
and
that
then-
Verratti will definitely
discussion.
play.
We were having that
Come on.
discussion of, Locatelli's really only in because Verratti was
Yeah,
hurt,
but he's now a fucking legend.
but now he's got 2 goals
2 goals.
and played defense like a beast.
Well, he's played
Just
box to
played
box
like
so
a
well.
I think the traditional like
fucking hate
I don't like it. Like,
I think they're playing some of the best
Playing some
football.
of the best, man.
I
They're
think they're playing
amazing.
some of the best football in the
Nine-
tournament.
But they
Yeah.
just-
Let's
they-
not make any bones about it, man.
They
Okay,
they
so
come into the
Kantak.
game.
Cantac.
Do we
We've
have
got
a
a-
Sweden?
we've got a
Did
lot
we do
of
Sweden,
moves.
Ukraine?
Hold on.
Wow.
Let's end this.
They do
If
move.
I'm right, at 3-1 England, Germany, then do we get the Lederhosen on the stoop?
Sure.
If and or Germany final day, they're in the final.
You'll do it
Lederhosen.
anyway.
Lederhosen watch party, baby.
Lederhosen. No,
I want the Lederhosen on the other side of Lolo.
you don't want to be in the Lederhosen sandwich.
I do not want to be in the Lederhosen
A
sandwich.
Leberkäse.
The Leberkäse.
Leberkäse.
If-
All right.
Let's talk about
Listen, if
Sweden,
Germany
Ukraine.
lose to England, there's going to be a hard time getting me on the show. All right.
All right. Let's do our last match of the day. Quick scorito, and then we got to go. I still have
Yeah.
shit to do.
I like Sweden. I like Forsberg. That guy was a beast today.
He was an
Uh,
absolute beast
Isaac
today.
is
How
a
are they
counterattacking.
scoring some-
Isak is
How are they
amazing.
scoring so many
Alexander
goals
Isak
without
is
Isak
amazing.
doing it?
Forsberg, bro. The last goal against Poland was crazy. I mean, that was beautiful.
The whole
Like,
setup
the whole
and everything.
setup,
But then
beautiful.
it was him looking the keeper dead in the eyes,
It was just
and he
like,
beat
boom,
him.
I'm going to
Yeah,
beat
he
you
beat him.
just like that.
He just
I feel
beat him.
bad for
Who's the keeper?
who's the Poland
Sausage?
keeper.
Oh.
I'm looking at the word and I can't
Szczesny.
pronounce it.
Poland?
It's like
Szczesny.
Zizic.
Guys, I'm looking at the word and I
Szczesny.
can't pronounce it because there's no
Szczesny.
vowels.
There's-
It is
there's an
only
E.
consonants.
There's
There's
an
a
E.
Y.
No,
SZCZESNY.
There's an E. Szczesny.
There is one vowel in that whole word.
The only reason I know it is because he was an Arsenal keeper,
Yeah.
and my favorite moment of his career was
Smoking
off
cigs.
pitch, was smoking cigs in the
After
shower.
a loss.
After we lost, he got in trouble for smoking cigarettes in the shower, and I just imagine him. They just didn't mention the bottle of wine that he also had, or vodka or whatever. He's Polish,
Yes.
whatever that is, that he would be drinking. But he got in trouble for smoking cigarettes in the shower.
Pretty much.
How does
cost him for
one
Fabianski.
How does one
Yeah.
smoke cigarettes in the shower?
You just
We still
Turn
had
that-
Fabianski at that point. I thought we dropped him for Leno. No,
Irrelevant.
for
Auf geht's Deutschland.
anyway. Doesn't matter. So
Ukraine.
guys, Sweden, Ukraine. I guess I gotta take Sweden,
I'm
but I'm
taking
not
Sweden.
gonna because in my pick'em, Ukraine is on my. I have Ukraine and Wales, so I gotta go for Ukraine here.
I'm gonna
Because
go-
money's on the line. So
Sweden 2-1.
Malianovsky.
Sweden 2-1. My boy Zinchenko is going to score 1 goal, and then Isaac and Forsyth are going to score
Yeah.
Jesus, 3 goals or no 2-1.
2-1.
2-1.
I'm going Sweden just to win.
Sweden
I'm not going to
2-1.
predict the score.
Yeah.
Just Sweden wins.
I think
They're
it's
good.
probably going to
They're
be
a good team.
2-1 Sweden.
They are a
They're
good
a good
team.
team.
They're a good
But
team.
You know?
I'm going to go 2-1 Ukraine because I'm hoping.
He's a
Ukraine
hopeful
wins.
devil.
That's my long shot pick, so hopefully that works. Anyway,
We're
all
going
right,
to take a quick 2-day break.
let's take a look at
Thank
Scorito.
goodness.
And here we have
Oh, my
sitting
God.
at number 2, we have John.
Oh, you
John.
followed John.
Well done, John.
But you
Falling
know,
off
no,
your
but
fucking
hold
mantle.
He
on.
had it ready to go, too.
At number 1, we
Yeah,
have
of
our
course.
sometime
Waiting
happy
for
hour
an hour to
German,
this point.
Axel.
Axel's number 1.
Axel is number 1. He is Dixie Flatline.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Leave
So,
it to the German.
so the Brooklyn crew is holding strong, 1 and 2.
Pretty good.
And
What do you mean Brooklyn crew?
Former.
He's not from Brooklyn.
Yeah, he's
but he
from
lives in
Germany.
Brooklyn.
Hey, that doesn't mean he's a Brooklyn crew.
He's on the
John
show.
with the old
If
timer
he's on the
talk.
show live,
Exactly.
he's a Brooklyn
Thank
crew.
you.
John with the, if you weren't here in the
You
50s,
know.
you're not from Brooklyn. Talk.
I don't have to
If
take
you
anything
don't have
away
a
from
cigar,
Mr.
you're not
Tom. I
from
mean,
Brooklyn.
Mr. Tom Stoop crew, but I'm talking Brooklyn crew. And
John.
that's Axel.
Axel is part of the Stoop crew, by the way.
That's it. He shows up on happy hour.
See,
No, and he
John,
pays
you're
for
just
it,
being
too.
a jerk now.
You don't pay for it. You're not part of the Stoop crew. I'm not either.
I'll be a jerk in second place all the time.
For 0 money, bud.
And then Crossfade, our own Mr. Lawler, is number 7.
Crossfade jumped up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Creeping.
One day somebody. I can't
It's
sing
gonna-
enough though.
one
They'll cut
day
me off.
I'll win Scarito.
Where's everybody else?
I'm like 24.
I'm in the 20s.
I would imagine I'm in the
Oh
20s.
my
Wow.
God.
Bobby
the whole,
Stoop.
the whole
No, you're 14th.
final group really
You're
messed me up.
14th.
Me?
You're
14?
14th.
Oh, because I had
Yeah, I think we did. You have Ronaldo.
Yeah.
I have
Ronaldo
Ronaldo,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah, as a score, and he got 2. He got a brace. That's right. That's
Yeah.
where my points came from.
Mhm.
Well, that's only 30 points.
32.
Did you pick draw?
Unless
I don't
you
even
picked
know
a
what
draw.
I picked today.
I have it up right here. Hold on. I was in 17th earlier today.
All right,
so something
John.
went right.
There
for
he
me.
is. The foosball got.
Fußball got is what?
Oh, my score today was pretty decent. Just everyone
See,
else.
look what Jimmy says. Just because you were born in a stable doesn't make him a horse.
All right.
That's
20th.
good. I like
Spawny
that.
mark ahead of me.
No, I'm behind you.
All right.
About 24th, I
That's
think.
my barometer at this point.
25th.
Damn, that's
But Lolo is dropped to 28th. What happened?
Yeah,
As
didn't you
long
have a
as-
great day yesterday?
I had a great day.
17,000 points.
No, that was 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I had a really good day, and then I think yesterday and today I did not do well. I did not.
I had
choose
2-1
Spain
France.
5-0.
If not for Pinaldo, that'd have been a better day.
It's actually
I had
pronounced.
3-0 Germany.
It's actually in Portuguese. The proper pronunciation is Pinaldo. Cristiano Pinaldo.
Pinaldao.
Pinaldo.
Pinaldinho.
I don't even know what I had.
Anyway, folks.
Anyway,
All right,
Just
guys.
remember
Get your picks
that,
in.
that you have until Saturday at noon to make your picks. I would recommend doing it beforehand so you don't get shut out. Keep the Scarito League going. This has been a lot of fun. But make sure you know before noon on Saturday, and that's noon Eastern. So that would be 5 o'clock over in England.
UK.
And then for those of you in the West Coast, that's going to be like 9 a.m. or something like that. So make sure you get those picks because this has been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun, and I'd hate to see a lot of you guys drop off.
Yeah. All right, fellas. Well, that's the end of the group stages. We actually get 2 days off. Well, we get a day and a half because
Happy hour.
we're doing happy hour. So we will see you guys back for happy hour on Friday, and I'll have some new trivia for us. It'll be fun. Hopefully you guys can be there. Thank you guys for joining us. Really appreciate it. That's it. We'll see how we do on Friday night, and we'll do a bunch of Friday night. We're gonna focus on the matches that weekend, and we're gonna do more picks and fun shit like that.
That's
So
it.
it'll be fun for happy hour. We'll see you guys then.
From Brooklyn.
Peace, y'all.
Auf geht's,
Peace.
Deutschland.
Vamos, España. Vamos.